Hi everyone, my name's Ian Southwell. I'm the crew chief for JDR KTM racing team. Today we're here at round 7 at Horsham for the MX Nationals, and we're going to go through some InsureMyRide tech tips on how we prepare race engines to go racing. Basically we'll get a motorcycle in a crate from KTM, and that motorcycle will have its engine removed, so we start with a production engine, and that'll get stripped down bare so that the cases are bare, and we will then begin our process of checking that everything is correct, it has the right tolerances, everything's in the right spot, all our bearing retainers, all our threaded components in those cases are then Loctited and prepared. And we will then move on to the performance side of things, which is called blueprinting the engine, and we will get our crankshafts, we'll figure out balance factors for those and possibly where we want to go based on data from previous engines. We will then continue on up through con rods, cylinder heights, what piston we'll use, what cylinder head we'll use, what valve size, what camshaft. And then that's your basic engine. That's where you produce the majority of your horsepower, those hard engine parts. The exhaust pipe and the intake system helps you produce a power curve that you're after, but the basic horsepower is built in the hard parts of the engine. Basically, in Australia, for a competitive 250F, you need to be at or above 40 horsepower. In the 450 class, it's a lot more based on how it feels for the rider. You can be in the mid-50s and be competitive. If a guy wants more, you can go all the way up to 60, but it's all about producing an engine in that 450 class that they can use for 30 minutes, not so much all about horsepower as it is in the 250 class. Every week when we get home, like when we get home on Tuesday from this round, the bikes will go down completely to a bare frame and a bare engine, and everything will be checked again and reassembled. Most of the time everything is fine, and obviously as we do that continually through the year, we see parts that wear, and then we can put a time frame on those parts and we know how long that we can run those for. But basic rebuilds is probably every 3 rounds to actually replace parts. Most of the time we're just checking. Particularly on the KTM, for instance, they actually sell or you can obtain different fuel and ignition maps from KTM to suit aftermarket exhaust systems, which is one of the quickest and easiest ways to produce more power in that engine. From there on, it all depends on your budget, really. The exhaust systems are obviously quite expensive. Intake air boots are also quite a good gain for money, but it's all about how much you have to spend and how many hard parts you can put in that engine. Those are the parts that'll really increase power overall. Okay guys, hopefully that helps you guys out at home, and that was the InsureMyRide tech tips from round 7 here at Horsham.